Hey, what it do, what it do? First of all, I want to say good morning to all my subscribers, all my interest, people out there that's interested in the channel. I want to say good morning to the almighty LDBC, the Lions Den Boxing Community. And yes, good morning. Now, of course, this video is covering a couple of things. One, Keith Thurman. And number two, you just have to see and wait. So, therefore, I am your boy KQKC. I come on Monday through Friday. That's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Be there or be square. These are one of the networks where you can voice your opinion without getting blocked. If you get blocked by mistake, always notify me or Underground Asylum or Chi-Town Finest. The word will get back and you will be unblocked and we'll be right back commenting with the family. Now, let's talk about it. We are talking about Keith Thurman. We are talking about Keith Thurman, who used to be or former two-time champion at welterweight, the WBA and the WBC. Of course, one was stripped because of inactivity. I believe that's when he fell in love, went over there and got married, but didn't know the tradition, and now he has kids and everybody else running around the damn house. Well, when you have that, money gets short, and which is understandable, but sometimes, just like with the LWC, I'll always, and the power that be when I was younger, when you're in something, you have to check it out. You have to analyze. You have to go and say, hey, what's the good? What's the bad? What's the pro? What's the cons? Well, Keith Thurman, he's trying to explain off the $74.99 pay-per-view buy because the people is speaking. The people is chattering. The people will come out and speak. Now, of course, everything doesn't have to be pay-per-view. Sure, I get it. Al Heyman trying to keep up with the UK market, probably. Because the UK market, they play, $15 for a pay-per-view? Okay, that's reasonable. We can do that. Well, we are a bigger country because keep in mind, London is not big as Texas. Texas is bigger than London. But in all, we are the big boys. We are the ones that they call in when they need help. Well, Keith Thurman, your ass need help. Somebody explain to me why Keith Thurman been inactive for 2 years or more, all of a sudden fight an eliminator against an opponent who's fighting for the first time in a different weight class, which is 147. Now, doesn't that sound like more of a tune-up? A stay busy fight, maybe? Then a title eliminator? What are you all doing in the sport of boxing? I'm not going to shit on PBC. We had enough of that from Barbershop Conversations. But then again, you have money that Barbershop Conversations said he didn't have. You got money. You have money, Al Heyman, and he spends it wisely. He take every young prospect or star at PBC, and he take a little bit and he invests it so they can have something after boxing. Only disgruntled employees call Fred from Barbershop Conversation. Y'all keep that in mind. Why you think you don't have no other content but that? Anyway, I ran Barbershop Conversations, have 1,000 people in there. Then what we see? 300 maybe at the most? Okay. Case closed with that shit. Now, Keith Thurman, don't try to slick talk us. Because he said that the price has went up in society. The price of bubblegum You can't pay the price you used to do anymore. Well, Keith, you've been living on a high horse. Well, now not no more, but I know bubblegum I can buy for 2 cents. I know bubblegum I can get a whole pack for 50 cents. You just at the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong motherfucking city. Expand your horizon. Get rid of that damn dog and flute and learn the ways of life. Now, I guess I get on to the video. Wow. Keith Thurman may have a gig at the Fed waiting for him after his boxing career. Pretty much he will. If he keeps up his inflation talk. Hell, he might actually go in politics. But it's a bunch of bullshit. Just like any other professional bullshitter. Let's see, Eddie Hearn. Let's see, Frank Warren. Because I can't put Bob in there because Bob just tell you how it is. I ain't paying. That's how it is. Oh, he cost me goddamn money, and I got proof to show you. All right? Now, the welterweight, or former welterweight title holder, he's from Clearwater, Florida. He responded to a question about the blowback he has received regarding the relatively high price point of his February 5th PBC/Fox Sports pay-per-view main event against Mario Barrio. And that's going to take place at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, Michelob Ultra Arena. And that's going to be in none other than Sin City, baby, Las Vegas, the head of boxing, baby, in the U.S. motherfucking A. Now, BoxingScene.com first reported this. Now, they reported that the pay-per-view will cost viewers $74.95. This is nearly twice as expensive as the network's first pay-per-view show of the year, the January 1st Luis Ortiz versus Charles Martin heavyweight bout that was offered at $39.95. Now, I can live with that. I still think that's kind of a little bit too much. Not for Ortiz, but for Keith Thurman. And active. Short ponytail, because he's going to grow it back. Short ponytail, a fighter. Now, as I go on, and we know the dirty business of boxing, but so far, I would love to see Al Heyman keep doing what he's doing. Keep on getting that upper echelon stars paid. But I also would like for you to put your foot down. I love for you to pretty much say, you know what? I'm going to give the fans some free fights with good names. Now, as I move on, the low price point of the Ortiz-Martin fight, which was also the subject of much outrage for being on the pay-per-view platform in the first place. At least reflected fans' opinions about the comparatively undistinguished quality of the fight, although it turned out to be interesting for as long as it lasted. Ortiz overcame a pair of early knockdowns to stop Martin in the 6th round in titillating fashion. Now, there was expectation that Fox would set the pay-per-view price of Thurman and Barrio in a similar fashion. Well, they should have. They should have set it at $15 damn. No offense against Mario Barrio. He seemed like a nice kid. I always wondered, anyway, I told you that. How can a guy that height, and he's not really a thin guy, but he is thin, squeeze down to 140? I know it had to be killing him. But then again, I know he feel better. Just that little 7 pounds, give him a little leeway. That doesn't mean that he still don't know how to throw his punches straight. That doesn't mean that he still don't know how to do his jab. But I'm going to tell you, Mario Barrio, Keith Thurman, if he still have the legs, he's going to give you a lot of lateral movement. He's going to give you a lot of lateral movement and pop shots you down to the stern. Lateral movement, back again, pop shot you. This time maybe at the head or the equilibrium. Or maybe he might change up and go right back down to the stern. I can see how the first round going to go. Mark it down and trust me and see is KQKC right. You're only good. You're only good as your last fight. Now, as I keep this moving. Now, of course, a lot of people are outraged. See, which was also the subject of much outrage for being on the pay-per-view platform in the first place. At least reflected fans' opinions about the comparative and distinguished quality of that fight. Although it turned out to be interesting for as long as it lasted. And we talk about the Ortiz fight. Ortiz overcame a pair of early knockdowns. I read that, okay? I read that. Yes, sometimes I look back because I can't remember everything by heart, but goddamn. Now, let's get back to ponytail. He's still ponytail to me because it looks like he's trying to grow it back. And now, what's the traction? I don't know, but if you want to flip-flop, go right ahead. All right, now, Thurman, however, believes that the $74.95 price tag for this fight is justified. Now, this is where I need you all to pay attention. This is where I want my subscribers, who I hold close, dear to my heart. And the reason why I say close to my heart, because I was off yesterday. You all thought something might have been major or something was ill with my mother, and no, it wasn't that case, but thank you for the prayers. Because she didn't pray every damn day, trust me. It just was a regular checkup. But I write down my doctor appointments. I write down their doctor appointments because I want to be in the room when the doctor give them the results or talk to them. Because they older, they in the 80s, and my mother, she's going through dementia, and it's not as bad right now. But as the doctor told me, it's going to get worse and worse and worse, just no cure. So I have to deal with it by myself. I have to come up with a good platform to give you all good boxing news every day by myself. I do everything by myself. But I would never steer my mother and father wrong. I would never steer you all wrong. They say the truth will set you free. Well, yes, in most cases. But not in Eddie Hearn, not in Bob Arum, and definitely not in Maurice Suleiman. He had faced the truth many times with Canelo Valdez and many others. What does he do? He turns a blind cheek. That's what he does. He needs someone to slap him back the other way. Allegedly. Now, back to boxing. So, now, Thurman, however, believes, once again, that $74.99 price tag for this fight is justified, given how the COVID-19 pandemic has caused consumer prices worldwide to balloon. Okay, cool. No problem. That's them. That's great, top-notch, very active fighters. But we are talking about a different caliber of a fight. We are talking about an inactive fighter. We are talking about a fighter that never fought at that weight class. What the fuck are we doing paying $75 for that? In some places, $80. Because you got to add in the taxes, because unlike other cities and states, or states. Chicago, Illinois. We pay state taxes also. Do you feel me? Huh? And I'm talking straight up with you. Just like I will when it comes to 12:30 p.m. today. And be there. We're going to cover this shit. And we're going to cover it the correct way. Otherwise, we're going to cover it the KQ way. Now, like I said, the 22 COVID pretty much changed the world. Well, it shouldn't change Keith Thurman and Mario Barrio. Now, Mario Barrio, I like the kid. He hasn't really done anything wrong. You're supposed to accept the fight. When you don't have a fight on the table, might well go ahead and make that bread. It's better than laying around watching TV. It's better than sitting around waiting on a fight. Well, you got one in your face. You got a 2-time former champion in your face. Now, what you going to do about it, Mr. Mario Barrio? It's only 7 pounds. Virgil, put that fat suit on his ass and make him work out. Simple. Virgil's a no-nonsense trainer. If you have an idea, trust me, 95% of the time, it works. It works. Now, as I move on, don't worry, I'm not going to hold you too much longer. This is a video, so hell, ain't no limit on no damn video. Now, of course, but you got Keith Thurman being a smart ass. And let me give you an example. Go buy groceries. How much do your groceries cost today? You're going to spend $80 buying groceries. You're going to spend $40 putting water in the refrigerator. Okay? You want to talk about prices? You're going to make me want to put my political hat on. Put it on, Keith. Put it on. I will debunk every motherfucking thing you say. Don't forget. Just because I work for Barack Obama don't mean I didn't learn shit from him. Because I can debunk everything you just said. And I'm going to start talking about the value of the U.S. dollar. Yeah, the value of the U.S. dollar has went down. If you didn't know that. I'm going to start talking about how Bubblegum ain't 25 cents no more. That's fact number. No, that's if you buy a big thing of it. Yes, you still got Bubblegum out there you can get for 25 cents. You still have bubblegum out there that you can get a full bag of candy. Just like it was in yesteryears. Just like it was 10 years ago. See, certain things, it's inflated, and certain things is not inflated. That's where you're making your mistake at, son. Boxing, they tried to use pay-per-view to pay for the boxer's salary. And by our boxing fans, not fanboys, our boxing fans, they're not stupid. They saw and figured it out a long time ago. So don't give us that mumbo-jumbo bullshit. Stop trying to take a page out of Eddie Hearn, who try to use all the big words, all the scenarios. Let's take the yin and yang and this and that. You know what I'm talking about, Keith. You always use that shit. Let's take that and run with it, right? That's what you do. But guess what? It's a funny thing. At the end of that maneuvering in the conversation you do, you end up right where you started. That's called a professional bullshitter. And that's what you are. Now, I do like Keith Thurman. I had my hopes set on him being the next Floyd Mayweather, but just in a bigger stature. He never moved up. He never moved down. You all stop hyping this man up. He needs someone. He needs somebody to just tell him like it is. And you know what? I might just throw my hat in there and let them know I'm free. Yes, I'm still waiting on a young lady to call me for my first assignment as a referee. But COVID is messing that up once again, but that's okay. I'll go to plan B. Now keep in mind, I'm retired after 27 years. But still, all in all, it's time to come to support people. I'm sorry it is. And Keith Thurman is not helping it at all. He's trying to justify. Now listen very good. He's trying to justify his inactivity ass just because you used to be a 2-time former champion. Then we supposed to just let you pass Bruce Anderson or Ortiz and the rest of them and go straight to the top. If that's the case, hell, everybody can do that. Because so many damn belts out there. Somebody an ex-champion here or a champion there or X there or a champion there, XXX. Come on. Come on. We are not stupid, dummy. Mario Barrio. Now, know what they call cap. But you're in a position where you really don't have to say so. You're in a position where you can say, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be used to people like that. They worked hard. Now, I don't know if you came up in the barrio, but you know what Hispanics has went through. You heard of Spanish Harlem. I've been there. And trust me, it's no joke. Chicago, Illinois. The north side of Chicago. It's a place called Humboldt Park. It's where all your Hispanics, are Latinos, or Latino descent. They pretty much is in the same area. See, Chicago's still segregated. So, once you visit, and once I get my Patreon started, you'll know all this. So, I'm so sorry, Mr. Barrio, that you had to be a part of this shenanigans. But, one thing about it, get your money. Get your money. Number 2, I'm very disappointed. You have a good head on your shoulders. And you will have more and more fights to come in 147. But maybe, just maybe, you might just have to say, look, Keith, I don't believe it. I don't believe in what they're doing. I don't believe it at all. And you shouldn't either. You shouldn't either. And that's Keith Thurman. Now, as I close, I just want you all to think about this. Let's get into another fact real fast. Thurman said, let's look into February 5th. What do you get? You're not just getting Keith Thurman and Mario Barrio. This is not Sean Porter versus Bud Crawford, where everybody wants to watch the undercard, where nobody want to watch the undercard. This one of the most stacked undercards of the year. It might be. But I want you to listen to this very closely before I close. Very, very closely. Go through all those fights and see how everyone has a loss. Go through all those fights and see that everyone coming off a loss. $75. My ass. I am KQ. KC Boxing Network. If you haven't subscribed, hit that like button. Hit that bell icon and subscribe. Subscribe. Come on and listen to the OG on your lunchtime. Come on and show your love for the singing OG. I'm not going to steer you wrong, people. I have receipts. But you don't need it. Now, they can't change the price. But I know the ticket sales are out. Fuck that ticket shit. You want some paper? Go ahead. I have property down in Arkansas. Well, my father's property, which would be mine, but go ahead and chop one of the trees down, make some damn paper. If you need paper so damn bad. Don't worry, we'll chip it up to you. But, in all, I come on Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. That's a call-in show. Be there and call and talk to the singing OG. Then Saturday night, we got the big pay-per-view fight. That's Mario Barrio and Keith Thurman. Then Saturday mornings, we're going to break down the fights play by play, inch by inch. And in between, my man Knockout Boxing, he will explain what's going on in the latest news of boxing. Hello. So with that, I thank you all. I thank you all for your attention. I thank you all for your support. I thank everyone for your super chat and your cash app. It does wonders for what I'm about to do. We're trying to grow this channel, and I need your support. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Shout out to the almighty LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. May Allah bless you. We are talking about Allah, the magnificent, the merciful. And with that, I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum and salaikum salam. May we all have a great day. I will see you at 12:30 p.m. or 12:35, 12:40 p.m. I usually like to give Trill a little extra time. So with that, I'm out of here. Thank you. Peace and love.